So, Micah Miller's husband's alibi, to me, is the worst alibi I think I've ever heard in criminal history. And it's hysterical how he thinks that he can get away with it. So, his alibi for the day that Micah Miller supposedly ended her own life at the park, apparently he was in Charleston with a mistress, a significant other to him. And the only evidence the police got that he was in Charleston was a picture from a street camera, whatever, of his truck headed that direction. But the thing is, they never confirmed whether he was the one driving the truck because his windows are so tinted you couldn't see anything in there. So they just took the fact that his truck was driving that way as, oh yeah, there's a solid alibi. And on top of that, his mistress, like the lady that he has been cheating on his wife with, she said, yeah, I was with him in Charleston. And apparently they stayed at a hotel as well. And let me just tell you how badly he fucked himself with saying that they stayed at a hotel, okay? Because if you are being, accused of harming your wife, murdering her, whatever, wouldn't you want to show any sort of proof or evidence that would support your alibi? And the problem is getting a receipt for the money that you spent, or whether it be a receipt on paper or just showing your credit card saying that you were at this hotel at this time, you paid for the room. Wouldn't you want to show that? That is the most easy thing to get your hands on. That would completely, boom, clear his alibi right there. But he can't do that because he was not in Charleston. He didn't go to a hotel. I don't believe that for a minute. And his father outed him out pretty bad the other day and said that he was not with a woman in Charleston. So I'm not sure why his father said that, if he was trying to help and he made it worse. But yeah, that was his alibi. And I think the police department did the most shitty job ever. And what I would like to see happen is for them, with all the evidence and all the confusing shit, all the things that don't make sense in this story, I would like them to ping his phone those days, the day of her death. I would really like them, and they probably won't do it because it's a shitty police department, but if they could just ping his phone, that would say a lot and answer a lot of questions. But they didn't do that, and they haven't done that, no matter how much evidence is brought to them about how terrible of an alibi this is, about all the inconsistencies with her death in this story. They don't care. And if they could just ping his phone, I think that would change